And I'm going to see you in a bookstore someday, and I'm going to buy your book. Thank you so much. Okay.
So let's give a nice round of applause to Conrad one more time. All the student winners are going to get one of Conrad's book in your gift bag today, so a very special treat. Well, welcome everyone to our 13th annual Environmental Art Contest Award. We're very excited you all could make it. We're really excited that the students have not only chosen to participate, but I don't know if they know this, but they're actually now officially public servants of Chandler. So often we ask our adults in our community to participate through groups or voting or ask for their input. But this year we asked, as we do the last 13, for fourth graders to suggest some new things for us to help get our residents to participate with enthusiasm our conservation programs. So students now have become environmental stewards for the city of Chandler. We'll use your art throughout the city, and we're excited that you've chosen to participate and help us all out. I love this quote from Dr. Seuss. It's one of my favorite. Unless someone like you cares a whole awful lot, nothing is going to get better. It's not. Does anybody know who that is? That says that? Yeah. It's the Lorax, that's right. So the Kids for Conservation program is actually a program started by recycling, stormwater, and water conservation in the city. We realized several years ago that we did a lot of the same things, and the message for environmental conservation for our residents was similar. So we created the Kids for Conservation program, and the main focus of that is what we do tonight. We ask for students throughout Chandler and private, public, charter schools in Kyrene, Mesa, and Chandler, anywhere that services the Chandler city, to enter the contest and focus on one of three areas: recycling, water conservation, and stormwater pollution prevention. Recycling is part of the solid waste division, which is the smaller part of the municipal utilities department, as is water conservation under the environmental resource division. And stormwater is part of streets, and that's under the transportation and development department. We all have programs where we inform the public, including events like this. Tomorrow we'll be at Intel for the Green It Fair. Saturday we'll be at the Environmental Education Center at Veterans Oasis Park for the Earth Day celebration. And we do many other activities, including going into schools. And what we're trying to not only do is educate our residents, but get them to participate by recycling more, to conserve water, and to keep our stormwater pollution low. Like I said, we go into schools, but we also go into businesses and reach out to civic groups. We go to many special events throughout the city and the community. And so if you have an area that's interested, please contact us and we'll be happy to come out. We also get to combine our resources and do this great event, and we'll be publishing calendars and posters. Your students' artwork will be for 2017, and we will make sure that you all get copies of the calendar and poster depending on where your art is located. We'll also distribute those throughout the city. So fourth grade students this year from 27 schools, there was nearly 700 entries this year, so you can feel awful special that you were chosen. We had slogans that were either suggested, or we also encouraged students to give us their original ideas, and some of those were used. Each area was sorted by category, and then judges from each one of those areas selected the very best. We chose 6 winners from each category, and then there was 1 overall winner. And we looked at creativity, the content, the messaging, the colorfulness, and did it have a Chandler focus. The winners, 13 winners, both 12 for months and 1 cover artist will be chosen for the artwork, and then 6 will be chosen for the poster. But for next year's calendar, we decided to include everybody in the calendar, so we'll be including all of the winners somewhere on the calendar. The artwork then is used to promote our messaging in the city's web pages and our social media accounts like Twitter and Facebook. Your artwork will be in newsletters. It'll be on recycling and trash collection trucks. They might be on bus advertisements, bus shelter advertisements, so you'll never know where your art may show up. So keep a keen eye out for it. But we'll also, again, send them to your homes. If your parents live in two separate homes, we'll only send it right now to the notice that you put on the back of your entry form. So if your parents live in two different homes, please contact Solid Waste Services. It's the number on the side of your can, or you can look it up under the city's webpage. Contact us and say you have an additional address to add, and we'll make sure that this year's entries, when it gets printed, will go to everyone that you need. We'll give everyone multiple copies so you can send it to grandparents and friends and family. So now I have the distinct honor of introducing Mayor Chip Schraney, and also we have several council members as well. Both Councilmember Lopez and Councilmember Rowe are here this evening, and they'll be actually helping us to hand out the certificates. In a few moments, we'll be announcing your names along with your teachers' names. We'll ask you to come up, and there'll be time to get photos, and then afterwards you'll get your gift bags and some special treats. Before Mayor Chip Schraney comes up, I do want to extend our heartfelt thanks for all the support we get from Mayor and Council, from our managers and directors, and from our city staff. I'd like to give special recognition to Ryan Adamos, who was an ASU intern for Solid Waste Services. He did a lot of work even beyond his requirements that the college requires. He stayed extra this week to make sure everything was done, so we thank him as well. So thank you to friends and family for coming tonight. Your support means a lot. I know we have principals here, and I know you have a long day, and we appreciate that you came and made this special because it's all about the kids. So without further ado, I'm going to introduce Mayor Chip Schraney.
Good evening. I was told we have a few artists in the crowd today. Looking forward to recognizing them and their artwork in just a bit. Thanks, staff, for allowing me to be part of this ceremony again. I always enjoy this every year. This is the 13th year that Chandler has done these awards. As was mentioned, Councilmember Rowe, Councilmember Lopez are here this evening, as well as Nachi Marcus, Assistant City Managers here. So thank you all for being here. This is a wonderful opportunity for our city to work with local schools. I am pleased that so many students have taken the opportunity to participate. This year, as was mentioned, 700 fourth grade students representing 27 charter, private, and public schools from Kyrene, Mesa, and Chandler submitted drawings. Calendars with the winners' artwork will be displayed all over the city and are available for residents to pick up at the end of the year. And I always look forward to getting that calendar at the end of the year because it is pretty colorful, and it's kind of cool that it came from our kids. We'll give a lot of those out to at special events and all through Chandler too. The calendars and the posters act as a constant reminder of how important our environment is to our future, and that we have these kids knowing that it's important, and it helps us focus on keeping our storm water free of pollution, conserving our water supplies, and recycling here in Chandler. Looking at the inspired drawings from this group of 19 winners, I have full confidence Chandler's future is in good hands, and that is a good thing. Now let's award your certificates. It has been mentioned, students, if you could please come forward to accept your certificate when your name is called. And teachers, we're going to have stand. Is that true? They're going to come up too. Okay. We would like the students to remain up front and the teachers also. Okay. Back over to you.
I realized that I didn't tell you who our Kids for Conservation team was. My name's Tracy Conaway. I'm the recycling coordinator. We also have Kathy Reimer, water conservation coordinator, and Dave Verhouse, stormwater pollution coordinator. We're honored to be here tonight, and we wanted to tell you a little bit about our programs before we announce the winners. The recycling program has been going on citywide since 1995. So before all you fourth graders were born, we had recycling. It's hard to believe. Not only do we have curbside collection for over 72,000 homes, we have 17 neighborhood recycling drop-off sites at city parks and the Recycling Solid Waste Collection Center, where residents that we don't serve curbside can drop off recycling. We also have the Recycling Solid Waste Collection Center, where residents can bring in recycling, drop off their trash, and also bring in recycling that's large or too large to drop into their recycling bin. Also, at that facility, we have a household hazardous waste collection facility that operates year-round. And again, like we stated before, we provide public education and outreach to students, public groups, and special events. We also this year have special event recycling, where we have a large container for cardboard for all our vendors at special events, such as the Jazz Festival, the different events at Tumbleweed Park and throughout the city. So look for that and see more. And you'll be seeing some of your artwork on the side of that container very soon. So let's get to why we're all here. Our recycling winners. Can I please have Cordelia Ellsworth from Kyrene Del Cielo and her teacher, Melissa Easton. Parents, if you're Cordelia's mom or dad, you can come up too if you'd like to. Take a picture. This is your time too.
My dad.
So does the student stay up here?
No, they can go ahead and take it. Sorry, my technical difficulties here. One thing. Next, we have Elizabeth Hale. CTA Liberty, Christine Rabe is her teacher. Christine's got Chandler right there in the middle of Arizona, the only thing on there. So we like that it's a Chandler focus. Good job. Next, we have Claire Jones from Anderson Elementary and her teacher, Christy Clemente.
No wrong can be it. One more. Great. Congratulations.
Next, we have Chloe Lee from Paragon Science Academy and her teacher, Amber Richardson. There's Mama.
The mom's crying, the teacher's crying. What's this all about?
Leanne Petrie from Kyrene de Paloma, and her teacher, Cheryl Foster. She's making garbage disappear. It says you don't have to be a magician to make garbage disappear. That's right. Gianna Sacco, CTA Liberty, and her teacher, Nona Scott.
Jim, hang on just a minute.
And now here's Kathy Reimer from Water Conservation.
Thank you, Tracy. Well, as you can see, our water conservation programs began way back in 1991. And as part of our outreach, we do programs in the schools. Last year, we had nearly 10,000 students participate in our water conservation magic shows, and maybe they came to some of your schools. We also have landscaping rebates for grass removal, installing a landscape that has low water use plants, and also using the latest technology in irrigation controllers. They're called smart controllers to help with irrigation management. We have free workshops in the spring and the fall on landscape and irrigation. So if you have questions about those topics, please participate. For homes that were built prior to 1992, we offer, we call them water efficiency retrofit kits. So that will help your fixtures, your toilets, and your faucets become more water efficient. And you can just contact our office and we will deliver them right to your door. We also do water audits where a staff member comes to your home and helps you with your water management. And last year we had over 255 audits that we tracked, and they saved over 15 million gallons of water. So it's pretty phenomenal how that program works. It's a face-to-face contact. We get to meet you, which is pretty exciting as well. And as you might have heard, Arizona and the Southwest has been in a decade-long drought cycle. It's important here in our Sonoran Desert that we be very water efficient. And Chandler started its conservation programs with the goal of instilling a water conservation ethic in the city and permanently reducing our water use. So how are we doing? Well, water conservation is working, and in fact, we're using less water per person, per household than we did 20 or 30 years ago, despite increasing population. And that is due to you folks, for being water efficient in your home. So I want you to just thank yourselves, really, for all that you do to help us use water more efficiently in the city. Now on with our winners. First, we have Cassie Johnson from Hull Elementary, and Cassie and her teacher, Natalie Vieira, couldn't be with us tonight, but we'll make sure that she gets her certificates and their goodie bags delivered to them. Catherine Lee from Kyrene de Cielo. And her teacher, Melissa Easton. Next, we have Riley Olson from Sanborn Elementary and her teacher, Michelle Miller. Michelle Miller, all right. Ashlyn Sampley from Santan Elementary. Brian Navarro, it's her teacher. Megan Washtak from Hancock Elementary, and her teacher, Michelle LeBaron. And McKenna Wally from Fulton Elementary. Hope I said that right. And she has two teachers, Crystal Hughes and Sarah O'Brien. Now I'd like to introduce Dave Verhelst from Stormwater.
The Stormwater Pollution Prevention Program started in approximately 2003 as a result of federal and state requirements to control pollution that enters the storm drains, that basically enters into the storm drain, comes out into the areas where we play, we walk our dogs in our retention basins, community lakes, things like that. We respond to non-stormwater discharges, draining a pool, leaking vehicles, things like that. Any pollutants that get into the street, again, go into areas where we play, walk our dogs, recreate. We inspect and maintain the storm drainage system structures throughout the city, and we provide public education and outreach in venues much like this. And we'll proceed to stormwater winners. Emily Collins Cochran, Bash Elementary. Ashley Lee is a teacher. Ayla Diefenbacher, Bash Elementary. Jane Boyd, teacher. Reagan Gonzalez, Santan Elementary. Stephanie Liederman, teacher. Avery Pettengill, CTA Liberty. Nona Scott, teacher. Macy Rolfe, Tarwater Elementary. Carrie Safransky, teacher. Jessica Woodward, Kyrene de la Paloma, Dina Rich, teacher. And the multi-area winner, Kate Vance, Fulton Elementary, Amy Wong, teacher. I understand they can't be here today, so I gladly accept their award. No. That's what you say at awards, right? I'd also like to recognize Councilmember Hartke, who joined us, and I don't think we introduced you. So a special thank you to Conrad Storad for the story. Thank you again as usual. We will be having some refreshments provided by the Chandler High culinary students. So thanks to them. United Fiber is also a supporter of this event, as well as Waste Management. So let's give them a round of applause. Before you go, we're going to have a group picture with certificates. Don't forget, there's gift bags for teachers and students in the back. And we have treats and beverages outside the courtyard.